So we're going on a walk, and I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. But one thing that is highly important is no, let's rephrase that. What is it? Anyone who I know, but woody. I'd like to refresh on my quote lessons from earlier in the group chats where went back when I was doing those lessons and all, like, live your life and all this stuff. That's the most important thing anyone can do. As a child and a young teenager, mid-teens, late teens, but under the age of 18, all these YouTubers are just like, sacrifice now for the future. Don't do that. Look, you cannot have times like this again. School, I only have 2 more years of it, and I will make the best of what I have of it. Because me and TY, I don't actually like school, but the fun times I have in it, I'll never be able to experience that again, ever. And so I want to enjoy it for the time that I have in it. And I will make the most of my best time at home, and I will follow your passions. That's basically it. Not really, but do what you're passionate about, not what other people tell you to do. If it makes money, it's a benefit. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Hey, who knows what you might like? Dara's into what he's into. I'm into what I'm into. Everyone else is into what everyone else is into. Personally, I'm just gonna go off of Hamza's advice. I haven't watched him in when was the last time? I can't even remember. It was well over 6 months anyways, basically. And so every single evening, or whenever you have free time, you go onto Spotify, you throw on Hamza's podcast, and you listen. You're like, do this, eat like this, go to the gym, do some journaling about this thing, and deeply think about this other thing. Meditate for your mental health. Do all of this. Now, yes, you may do this, and it may benefit you, but for your passions and what you actually want to do in life, do you really need meditating? For me, I don't need meditating, right? I am present almost 24/7. It's alright, meditation might help me in some other ways, but I don't need it. Thoughts in your head and all that. Stay present. I'm present at this moment. I'm always present. Taking in life, because you only live life once. Now, back to Hamza's advice. You're there listening to him, spending time listening to him. You've watched almost all of his videos. Oh, he's a good advice and all this. And then he's like, oh, business. You have to make a business. Do drop shipping. And another was like, oh, make a YouTube channel, do all this. And then they're all like, oh, make a self-improvement YouTube channel. Now, a self-improvement YouTube channel, they are pasted and copied everywhere. Yeah, alright, but they're the same thing. Everyone's giving the same advice. It's all copied and pasted. Oh, go gym. Do this much reps of this thingy. Bro, just go to the gym. It's not that hard. Do reps and sets until you can't do them anymore. Your muscles will get bigger. Simple shit. Eat healthy. Steak. It's so simple. Eggs, steak, and some other things that are actually healthy. Mainly meat and maybe a bit of carbohydrates. Look, I'm not telling you what advice I'm supposed to give. You could eat berries, whatever. They're like, oh, listen to all this. Mate, quit watching that shit, right? And just do what you think is best. Instead of listening to everyone else for advice, listen to yourself. Because that's the best advisor. Me doing all of these self-improvement habits, I didn't enjoy it. I've done it for like 5 months. I didn't typically enjoy it. Now, like I just it was monotonous. Didn't really get anywhere. Like, okay, journaling and whatnot, I've done a bit of that. Didn't really get much out of it. But like, the meditating one, yeah, alright, you do this, but do you really need that? What was I gonna say? Just follow your own advice, basically, and do what you think is best. And stop listening to Hamza and God knows who else. Just simple as that. Just stop watching to these YouTubers and being on traditional self-improvement. Yes, you can go to the gym and all that, but that doesn't mean you're on self-improvement and all this. Just go to the gym, eat healthy, and you're already up there. Follow your passions, eat healthy, and gym, and other things that bring the joys of life. Now, back on the business thing. Hamza, Iman, all these other people tell you to do this thing and that thing. Oh, you have to hit 10k a month or you're not successful. Do you really need to do that? No. No, you don't. If you live off of $5,000 a month and you can afford everything and anything you need, and you still have spare money left over to do whatever the hell you want, or it's just sitting in your bank collecting dust, all the better. No need to outwork yourself for 10 grand a month because Hamza or someone else told you to. There's no point. There is literally no point. If you make 10 grand a month and it's actually going to use, and it's going to use that isn't just buying random Rolexes and all this crap, good, right? Keep it up. But if you don't want to be buying those Rolexes because being materialistic is just bullshit, basically, And if you're not materialistic and you try spend this money and you can't, there is no point being above that. All the self-improvement people, Hamza, everyone else, they really look down on jobs. Well, they don't really, well, I guess they do. But, like, they look down on a job. They're like, oh, 9 to 5, oh, Jeffrey, all this. It's like, bro, don't know why I'm referring to this as that, but you know what I mean, right? Like, they don't want you to, they don't, look, they don't think of 9 to 5 jobs positively. They're like, oh, shitbox, all this. Like, if you want to go do a 9 to 5 job and you actually enjoy it, by all means go for it. If you want to go to college, pursue that degree, that you want to be a lawyer or you want to be a doctor, and you actually want to, and it's not for this reason that your mother or father told you, or maybe because someone said it brings a lot of money, you're like, oh, lots of money, I'll do this then. Just don't. If you have a passion and a fire in your soul to study hard and become a doctor, lawyer, whatever else that you actually want to, and it's your purpose, go for it. If you really want to, just live life as a life. You don't need to follow these people. Should be common sense by now. Yeah, alright, people are like, oh, they have this thing and this thing. It's just a waste of time. All that you need is in yourself. If you can follow yourself's advice that you want to do this thing, most people, when they're fucking whatever, to be like, oh, I love video games, I must be passionate about video games, I'm gonna become an esports player. I was like, bro, look, yeah, video games are enjoyable, but they're just fucking shit. Like, they're completely shit. Why? Like, you're saying, oh, I want to be an esports player, right? It's like, if you're actually passionate about an esports play, being an esports player, it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's difficult. It's hard. It's a job. It's not a fun thing that you do from with your friends and whatnot. You won't like it. And all other things. I think that's gonna be it for today. Have a lovely, beautiful day of an October evening, and the good weather that we still do have before the winter. Last night was the first frost of the winter. Now,